What exactly does parachute mean? The name parachute originates from an Italian word para, meaning prevention, and a French word chute, meaning fall. A parachute is a tool that slows down the speed of a falling body in the atmosphere. A skydiver will need to slow down as he or she will accelerate downward while gaining speed every second. You ever noticed the forces acting on a skydiver before and after the launch of a parachute? Before the deployment of a parachute, the skydiver falls from the plane with an initial terminal velocity as the downward force of gravity is balanced with the air resistance force. After the launch of the parachute, the skydiver's surface area will increase, which means greater wind resistance force resulting in lower terminal velocity. So this means that the terminal velocity before the parachute will be greater than the terminal velocity after the parachute. Newton's second law states that objects with greater mass require a greater amount of force to accelerate. So the greater the mass of the parachute, the more force will be needed to be applied in order to slow the skydive. Now we will discuss all the forces within the skydiver's journey through the parachute. The force that acts on a skydiver as he falls from the plane is his weight. The drag force of the air resistance increases as he travels through the air. Later on, this creates a balanced air resistance and weight with no resultant force. The skydiver will fall with fixed velocity. Fixed velocity is also known as terminal velocity, which is the fastest speed in the skydiver's freefall. As the parachute opens, the drag force is increasing just before the forces balance again. The skydiver is now at a new, slower terminal velocity. One common error is stating that the parachute will push the skydiver upward as it opens. This is an error because once the person jumps off the plane, he or she will have gravity pulling them down. The force of air will increase and give a little push in the opposite direction of moving. This is an example of a spread eagle position. When a skydiver is in this position, he will have greater air resistance and he will have a new slower terminal velocity. The skydiver will also have more time in air to skydive.